Therefore, you have to be very compassionate. You have to practice a lot of patience and with understanding. You have to handle situations. It's not an easy thing. Yet, see, not to pollute yourself. Pollute in the sense your mental, your mind, not to be discouraged. It's individual basis, case by case basis. You may have to, adjust yourself to different people, to handle situations. I can see that there are people, the way that you describe. You can see how those greedy minds are working, sneaky minds are working, but definitely those people are accumulating unwholesome karmas. Now, do we have to counter-provide? That is the question. By doing so, we build up our anger, we build up our hatred a little bit, we are losing our patience, no more compassion. So in that kind of situation, definitely we have to learn to build up our strength to forgive that person, develop compassion to that person, and bring that person. More importantly, we have to find a way to educate that person. Maybe those kinds of people are difficult because that person is not ready to learn. It's not open to learn. It's just always like wearing a mask, trying to cheat other people. He is accumulating negative karmas, definitely. In a way that you are cheating. You are pretending. You are pretending to the world that you are doing. You are a busy person. You are doing all these things. They are not only pretending, but also you are, by verbally you may say, I'm the one who's taking care of that place. I'm the boss of that place. I'm so and so in that place. Big accent, big shot. You probably, I know that, even we have similar people.
Sometimes I think they have their own agenda behind.
True. Yes.
But I look at it maybe a different perspective. If you would like to say, as a British Buddhist, and you look at that person would be like a kind of source for you to practice your patience. That is that person is doing wrong, then or you give you more compassion to do, and then maybe give you a chance to practice your metta, to send the kindness to that person. If you look at it from that positive point of view, that person, though it might be negative in a sense, but doesn't that negative have to be followed through from that person to you? You have to maybe radiate the other way around. Negative that you use a positive to counter negative.
That's definitely, that I teach that way too, because I asked you to use that as an object for you to practice.
Yes.
Definitely, I encourage that one that way. But another way, that's another thing. But suppose now, this is another side that I'm trying to show you. You have to be very wise, handle carefully. Suppose now this person is abusing the compassion to you. Then you see this person using my patience, using my compassion, he is accumulating more and more unwholesome. So then we have to be wise. No, maybe not forever you do that. Without losing your compassion, you have to educate the person too. You have to find a way to educate the person. Otherwise, this person is abusing. Once you're given the chance, he's really abusing you. There are people like that. So therefore, you have to be compassionate, yet without losing your compassion, you have to rude to be kind. In short, sometimes you have to be rude to be kind.
When you will be rude, aren't you going to create some unwholesome karma onto yourself?
But your purpose was that I want to change this person.
But then again, that unwholesome action that you said you good is already bad.
you are not in reality. That's why I said don't lose your compassion. But surface level, you pretend that you are, at least you have to show something to change this person. Give a shock to this person. I think it is not wrong because otherwise when you are dragging that too long, this person will be creating more and more unwholesomeness. We have to see the situation, but we are just talking. But really seeing situation may be the way to.
But one thing, sometimes it's easy to talk and it's come to the real picture because we do know that. And sometimes when the two person when they are CG, one person just see a small circle, a very narrow, and some because they can see a bigger circle and then more future, more far away, and they knew very well it's a mistake to do at this current moment, but to others they feel that it's correct, but they don't want to listen to their advice. Whatever you put in is a waste, and you turn to like the opposition party. So because you can see, you can know it's no good, but to them it's a narrow-minded people. They will just say everything is good. So if you put anything, people will say you already destroyed all the program, everything. So how you want to deal with like this?
Who you individually, especially if you are as a group, as networkers, individually we should know what is our common purpose and how we can work on for the benefit of all. Not benefit. My own action is not benefit of just for myself. The things we do should be beneficial to me as well as to you. That is when we look at the criteria. What is good in Buddhist, according to the Dhamma, is whatever beneficial to you as well as the other person. So that is good. If any party is losing or harming, bring harm to anybody, then that is not supposed to be so. If you look at in Rahul, advice to Rahul, that is what Buddha said. That is where we can see this, what is good and what is bad. So that is how very delicate. So we have to be very mindful when we choose it and practice.
What if it's beneficial to you, but it's not, not good and not bad. It doesn't harm anybody.
Right.
But beneficial to you, is that considered good?
Beneficial in the sense, not harming anyone.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it's good to you, but you do the action, but it didn't really harm the person, and did not do good and not bad, but beneficial to you. Does that action classify as good action or?
Good right action is always bring fruit to you as well as the other. Both. In a way is that the way of wholesomeness. So that is right action. Going with the Buddha's teaching.
In the Rasandara Jataka, the old Santa gave away his wife and children.
Right.
So how do we reconcile it from the perspective of the wife and the children? The husband gave them.
That's in this is the story, but somehow imperfections when we talk about it, they all came together for all this, for long time as their paramis. That's how in the story is presented.
Okay, it is classified as a foolish. It's a foolish way of compassion because it gives away your.
It's from our point of view, it's very difficult to grasp for that idea. I don't know.
But you create the other suffering to the other person, you give away.
But that was fulfilling as I see that very differently too. There are different stories, but somehow it says that this is the time that he was fulfilled his what do you call it? The Dana Parami, last.
That was his last one.
Last one. And actually, given wife is given as the sucker comes to Godhead comes to testify, but at the end they end up in being back in the palace with the grandfather, children. So there are certain things that we don't understand.